Hi everyone, just a quick update video here. I don't normally do news update videos. That may change over the course of the coming year, but not to get besides the point. The main news, since it affects a park that is immediately within my area, or at least within a 2-hour radius, that is Fantasy Island has announced today officially that it is closed. It's kind of a bit of a scary situation for those of us that are theme park enthusiasts, or at least amusement park enthusiasts in this area, as it's the loss of a relatively large park, all things considered, for this area. And also, it is the only amusement park outside of the controversial Marineland that serves the Niagara Falls region as well. So we're dealing with a substantial loss to the community, as there's about 25 jobs that are being lost for full-time positions that are being lost because of the closure of the park, and also just the loss, which is the biggest for us, at least in the enthusiast community, is of Silver Comet. The fate of this ride is up for grabs right now. Whether or not, I haven't found any evidence that it is actually for sale or if a relocation is planned, but it would be a significant loss for this area, considering that we don't really have any major wooden coasters that still provide a decent ride after they have aged over the years. We have a lot of classics like Blue Streak and Jackrabbit. I'm not talking about Pittsburgh Way in this consideration. I'm talking about Canada's Wonderland, and obviously they don't have any wooden coasters that really offer the ride that Silver Comet does. It also is a legacy coaster for enthusiasts because it is a CCI coaster, a custom built for the park. So it's very unique. I only had the first chance to ride it this past year after 20 years of its existence, and it just had its 20th anniversary. Unfortunately, now it is closed, so I did get to go and ride it this past season. And the park was relatively quiet at the time, so I didn't really think about it, but it was somewhat prescient of the fact that, yeah, the park obviously was having some struggles. For example, I got on 10 rides on the ride in 1 hour's time in a summer day. It was a Wednesday in July, but that being said, yeah, it's unfortunate news what's happening here with Fantasy Island. I don't know what's really going to transpire with the park, but obviously since I have a particular interest considering it's in my region, I will keep you up to date on any developments if they come to pass. The website currently says that the park is closed, so it's not looking good. The parent company, Apex, has basically phased out this and another park that I was looking forward to getting to for the first time this year, Indiana Beach, a more legendary park in retrospect of the roller coasters that they have, and overall just their reputation within the amusement industry. It's a big loss for the community. It's bombshell news for enthusiasts pretty much globally, considering that you're talking about more than one park announcing closure at the same time. So, Fantasy Island wasn't the greatest park or anything. It wasn't anything to really brag about. If Silver Comet wasn't located there and it didn't have a bit of history behind the park itself, I wouldn't say that this is a huge loss as far as a park is concerned, outside of the fact that it's always a loss when you do lose a park. You never want that to happen, period. But yeah, Silver Comet being the biggest concern for people when it comes down to the fate of what the future holds here. So hopefully we'll get some good news. Like I said, I'll keep you up to date on what happens, but hopefully, yeah, I'll have something good to say in the coming months. We can only hope, but Fantasy Island, at least in its current form, is no more.